get him? I think she got him. She's over the hill right there. I think I hear him blowing. Alright guys, this was not the most ideal setup to hunt. We're gonna get out here to Sedgwick. I think she's carrying her bird up over the hill, so we'll let her narrate the story, but it ain't gonna be a great video. But we got the bird and got meat in the freezer, so we'll get out here and see Sedgwick real quick. Stay still. Alright guys, it's opening day here in Kentucky and it is about 38 degrees with the wind blowing. So I think the real feels in the mid-20s. But so this morning we got to our spot we wanted to go to. It rained all night last night, so we knew the birds were going to be out in the fields. So we got to this farm this morning and there was somebody already there. So rather than to go to our go-to place, we came across the road, hunted the other side of the farm. So we came across the road and a spot where we were hunting with Avery during a youth hunt, and crossed the fence, and we were going to come out on top of this hill. You can see these trees back here behind us. We were going to come out on top of the hill here and just sit and see what happened. And as soon as we crossed through the fence, a bird started gobbling down over the hill from us. So we got down on the hill, or down over the hill, and put the decoys out, and we sat down for a little bit and called and listened. He gobbled a bunch.
A lot, yeah.
And he ended up walking down the holler away from us. Had a bunch of hens with him. We could hear them too. And so once they got out of range of us hearing them, we came up over this big ridge, and we got about right in here because we were walking back out to these trees. We were going to sit here and see if we could listen and whatnot. And we come up over a little raise, and we could see them out way out, probably 300 yards or so out, and they were strutting. And well, at least one was strutting, and there was a bunch of hens. So we got on top of the hill, we sat down, put the decoys out, and sat there for probably 20 minutes. And we could tell by listening to them that they were skirting around us, underneath or below us. So I told Sedgwick to get up and ease over the hill to see if she could shoot, and because they weren't coming to us. The hens had them going out here where they feed cattle, or all this dirt and mud, picking worms, and so she gets up and goes over the hill, or to the top of the hill, and I follow behind her. She squatted down and I stood up, and it was like, I don't know, it was like the Lord said, turkey there, and there. It just appeared right in front of us.
There were hens everywhere.
Yeah, we saw like 7 or 8 hens.
They were all looking at us,
and
so we couldn't move. Yeah. My feet fell asleep, and I couldn't move.
And we knew there was a bird down over in front of us still, and all of a sudden a bird gobbled behind us, and we looked, and there's one standing right in the wide open on this ridge just looking at us. So he stood up there and gobbled, and then he walked off and got over the raise here to where we couldn't see his head. And I told Sedgwick, I said, he's going down the hill. We need to get in front of him because he ain't going to...
He's like, run!
he ain't going to stop. He ain't coming to us. So she got down over the hill here, and then I was thinking she went straight out this hill, and she kind of went around the bottom, and I'm whistling at her, trying to get her attention, tell her to go straight. You're going the wrong way. And she wouldn't listen to my whistle, so I did like a dying goose on my mouth call.
I thought it sounded great.
And she didn't pay attention, but the turkeys gobbled, and they were actually right in front of her. And you see on the video, you'll see, or you hear the shot, she goes out of sight. So what happened once you got out of sight?
Well, once I got down over the hill, I snuck up a little bit, and he's over here calling, and I think he's just cheering me on, basically, with his calls. I didn't know he's trying to get my attention. But there's one that gobbled up here, and so I'm kind of focusing up here, and I'm only down at the bottom of the hill, and then one pops out right in front of me, and I can see the top of his head, and he saw me. We both kind of stared at each other, and I pulled up and I shot. Luckily he flopped. Yeah. But I honestly, I don't know how far he was, but he's a pretty good little
clip.
Yeah, and then he flopped a lot.
Then turkeys flew everywhere.
And then,
looked like he jumped a covey of quail. So.
But it's always 50-50 with me, so I'm always really excited when they actually do flop. So if you heard any hooting and hollering, that was me. But yeah, he's nice. You know, he doesn't have, I don't know, a half-inch spur.
3/4
maybe.
inch probably.
Sure.
3/4 spurs.
And his beard's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty thick.
He's got a real thick beard. He's probably 22,
Like he had a
21,
shoot
22
off.
pounds or so. But anyway, that's our opening morning hunt here in Kentucky. We're going to get this bird back to the truck and see if we can find another one between here and the house for Avery or I to get on. But
Yep.
looks like the sun's getting ready to come out. It's supposed to warm up a little bit. So hopefully we can get on another one here real quick. So thank you all for watching, and be sure to check back for other hunting videos.
See y'all.
See ya.
Come on, Husky.